Hi, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some of the stereotypical things about Germany that might confuse British people.
Yes, that's right. This should be fun.
As two British people in Germany, we often notice a lot of differences between our two countries. Today, we're going to be looking at 6 things which we think are confusing, or even a bit weird. Let's go.
One thing I always find confusing in Germany is crossing the road. That sounds stupid, right? Here in Germany, the rules are clear. Find a crossing and wait for the green man before you cross. Well, in the UK, you don't actually have to do that. You can cross the road wherever you like, and you're meant to decide for yourself whether it's safe or not. Yes, we have crossings too, and it's always best to find one and cross there when you see the green man. But when I first came to Germany, I didn't realise that you couldn't cross anywhere else. Once, a German woman shouted at me for crossing on a red man, even though there were no cars coming. That was a bit scary.
The second thing that's a bit confusing if you're a Brit in Germany for the first time is Sunday opening hours. In the UK, Sunday is like any other day of the week. You can go to the supermarket and buy your groceries, or go clothes shopping in the town centre. But in Germany, lots of shops and businesses close completely on Sunday, including supermarkets. That takes some getting used to.
Something else that I've always found strange is not throwing old bottles away. In Germany, there is something called Pfand, which lets you return old bottles to a supermarket and get money back. This is quite a good idea because it's much better for the environment and reduces litter, but we don't have it in the UK.
This next thing is something that's probably also weird if you're a German person in Britain. When I came to Germany on a school trip, I was really confused because all the school children were wearing their own clothes instead of uniform, even though it was a school day. I asked my teacher if there was something special going on, and she told me that there wasn't. In Germany, you just don't have to wear a school uniform. I was a bit jealous of that.
The fifth thing that was a bit of a culture shock was how German people drink tea. In Britain, it's very common for most people to drink English breakfast tea. We have green tea and Earl Grey, as well as fruit teas, but they're not as popular as they are here in Germany. When I first arrived in Germany, I ordered a cup of tea in a cafe and was a bit surprised when the woman gave me a cup of fruit tea. I haven't made the same mistake since. Also, people give me really weird looks when I put milk in my black tea.
This next one is very important to me. Breakfast. As you probably already know, breakfast in the UK can be quite a big deal. When we have time, we often like to cook a whole meal of sausages, baked beans, toast and hash browns, among other things. I was very confused when I stayed in a German hotel and the breakfast options were mainly bread, meat, cheese and fruit. It was all really tasty, but definitely not what I was expecting. There are lots of things that we find confusing here in Germany, but I think that's all we've got time for today. Well, until Emily forgets to wait at the traffic light again. We hope that you enjoyed this video.
Is there anything that you find confusing or weird about the UK or any other countries? Let us know. Until next time, goodbye!